Hey guys, welcome back here to another video here on my channel Redline Yaps. So this is just gonna kind of be like a sit down video, completely unedited, unfiltered. I really like it when my content is this way, just so that, you know, my content can be as authentic as possible. But, I was just kind of up, it's 2 in the morning, I think it's like, it's 2:23 in the morning. And I was just thinking about my main channel and the form of content that I've been doing on there. Now, for the ones who have been watching content on my main channel, Redline25X, you guys will know that I currently make hand drawn family tree videos on there. And over the past few months, I've been making hand drawn family tree videos. Um, and it hasn't really been working out as a niche of content. Now, on Redline25X, I've made a lot of different forms of content. I've done, and this is in no particular order, but I've done life advice, gaming, toy reviews, um, even reaction videos, and I even did a toy series at one point. Now, toy series is something I kind of do that on another channel, but I'm not really consistent on there. And I liked helping, and I love helping people, and I do still want to help people, and in a way, I did the life advice content just because I wanted to help other people. But I stopped doing that form of content, because it just, like, I'm just not where I want to be in life, honestly. I'm not where I want to be. And my advice, it was good, but I wasn't following my own advice, and I didn't like that, about myself. And so I just had to stop. Um, Gaming was cool and that was fun for a while, and I thought I was passionate in that, but I eventually lost interest in that. Toy reviews just got boring as fuck, honestly. Um, so I stopped doing that. And I also made reaction videos, which was cool as well. But then when I kind of realized that people were only liking my videos because of the meme and not because of my reaction, that's also when I just had to stop. And so, one day in July, I made a note in the notes app, and I was just kind of like, what do I want to do on YouTube? What do I want to what do I want to do? What form of content do I want to do, right? And so I was able to kind of come up with, some forms of content that, I wanted to make. Um, and I came up with this one niche of content called hand drawn family trees. Now, I have been making family trees since 2020, hand drawn family trees. And I purely did it as a hobby, something I've always loved to do, since I was a kid. And the concept of family trees, like of doing it, like like me just becoming interested in it overall. I used to do it with my plush characters a little bit. I started doing that in 2019, and so on July 31st of this year, I realized that's what I wanted to do, and so I knew I wanted to make hand drawn family tree videos, but then I was kind of like, okay, what channel am I going to do it on? And so I was actually going to do it on Redline25X at one point. And then after that, I kind of backed out and then went back to, like, I started posting them on another channel. That didn't work out. I posted it on another channel, that also didn't work out, and then I just kind of went back to Redline25X. And so I think it was back in September where I started posting hand drawn family tree videos. And I've been doing it consistently for a few months. And that's insane that I've been doing this for a couple of months. And I'm not saying that you're going to get growth right away, but I did, I thought that there would be a teeny bit more growth, than, what I got. Now, and I don't want to get it confused. I'm not doing YouTube for views or for subs or for materialistic reasons. Um, I've been doing YouTube since 2016 or 2017. But I was making videos back in 2017 and back in 2018. Again, this was a hobby for me. It was a hobby, And it's a passion, and I do want to pursue a career on YouTube, one day. So I'm pursuing it in a serious way now. So, the hand drawn family tree videos, and I'm just looking kind of away just to gather my thoughts. I make hand drawn family tree videos because that's something I'm actually really passionate in. It's something that makes me genuinely excited. It's one of the few things that it does. And the reason why I decided to make videos of my hand drawn family trees is because that I wanted to share my art and my stuff with the world. And it also helped me get out of my comfort zone because, back then the thought of sharing my hand drawn family trees, like, the thought of that was really scary, for me. Um, like, the shit, it was scary, to do because I was afraid of, like, being judged, and sometimes I am still kind of a teeny bit, scared of being judged. We're all human, I'm human. But my love and my desire, to make hand drawn family trees, you know, was and still is stronger than that. And so I just continued to post. And it was the first time that I actually felt genuinely excited about doing a form of content on YouTube, like ever. And the difference between all the other forms of content I made on my other channel versus the hand drawn family trees that I also make on my other channel is that I'm always thinking about it. Like every single day. There has not been a single day that has gone by, that I haven't thought about my family trees. The reason why I'm interested in making hand drawn family trees, because this is exactly what it sounds like. Like, imagine a piece of paper, you draw out the characters, you draw out a family tree. That's literally what I do. um, and the reason why, and if the video cuts out randomly, I apologize, whatever. But the reason why I wanted, I like making family trees is just because I don't know. It's just something I genuinely love to do, in my spare time. And I did it in my spare time for years as well. And it's just something that I, really do like to do. It's something that I do find enjoyable. It's something that I find fun. For the past, and there was a time in September where I spent 4 consecutive weeks every single day typing more and more family tree ideas. And I'm even trying to figure out ways on how to make my family tree videos better. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm willing to fight for my passion. I'm willing to fight for what I love. I'm willing to fight for what matters to me. Sorry, my eyes are just I'm not getting emotional. No, it's not that. It's like 2:30 in the morning. But and I know this is a really unique form of content. Like, I know that not really many people have done this before, and so I knew that when I was starting out making these videos, I knew that I knew that they aren't going to do well, that they weren't going to do as well as like meme reactions or reaction videos or gaming videos. Videos and reaction videos are, they're cool, but they are really popular forms of content, whereas hand drawn family tree videos, are not. But and I've gotten some hate, I've gotten some criticism. That's what life is. But I have also gotten some love, and I've gotten some cool comments on TikTok as well. I post on TikTok. I've gotten the most of my success so far. Like, I got a lot of views on my family tree videos on TikTok, which was amazing. But it's like, if you love something so much, if you do it as a hobby, and if you did it as a hobby for many years, why not try to make videos out of it? That's literally how I came up with the idea to make videos out of my hand drawn family trees. But then I was up earlier today. It was like 30 minutes ago, and I went on my channel because I kind of post mostly family tree shorts, and I saw like the short got like 57 views, and my life advice videos and my you know gaming shorts and my reaction shorts, they all got more views. And so it just really hurts that the family tree videos, the one thing that makes me so excited, is the one form of content that just doesn't do well. It really fucking sucks. And it's like, I know that I need to try to do better. somehow. You know what they say, you get what you buy, but I've been posting family tree videos consistently for months. And I don't know how it's supposed to look. I don't know if you're supposed to just get barely any views for months and months and months. Maybe that's how it is. I don't know. I feel like every form of content is different, and I feel like that every YouTuber is different, and everyone has had different results. And I try not to compare myself to other people or anything like that. But and when I was looking at it, the videos, it's like even my friends don't support it, and that's the thing. All the things that people like, the life advice that I've heard over the years, like go after your dream even when no one believes in you. Like, that's what I want to do. Because let's just face it, guys. No one sees the vision at all. And the only people that believe in the family tree videos is my little sister. I think she believes in them. And some people on TikTok. And I really do appreciate all those guys. I really do appreciate y'all. Um, it's hard making a form of content that you genuinely love, and then no one likes it, no one loves it. And that's the thing. Normally, you'd say this is temporary. Like, as an example, if this was like gaming, or if this was like a reaction video, I I would accept the low views, and I'm accepting them now. But what I'm saying is that when you're making a form of content, of a niche of content that other people have become successful in the past, you're not gonna feel like that bad. You see, the thing with hand drawn family trees is that I'm the first and probably the only person to do it, meaning that it's not a saturated niche. It's not an oversaturated niche, meaning that it's original. That's the good thing. But the bad thing is that I don't know if it can become a successful niche. That's my whole biggest problem, because I told myself I wanted to make family trees for a living. Um and I feel like I have to wake up. I feel like I gotta wake up a little bit, and I feel like that it's just not something that can work in the present day. I mean, I really don't know. It's 2:30 in the morning. Maybe I'm just saying shit. I don't I don't know. It's just like I don't want to be doing this for the wrong reasons. I really, really don't want to be doing this for the wrong reasons at all. But I love making family trees. I love that. Like, I was filming the other day, and I was happy to do that. It was a Sunday night at 7 p.m. I was happy to film at 7 p.m. on a Sunday night. And I thought to myself, I can't wait to get back to making family trees. The reason why I want to become successful on YouTube based off of doing like hand drawn family trees, it's because that I genuinely love to do it. It's what makes me really happy. But but another thing is that I like making yapping content too. Sorry, I'm keep looking at the time. I really don't want this video to cut off. But I also really do love making. I mean, I wouldn't say love, but I like making yapping videos like this. I feel like it can kind of help me get out of my comfort zone a little bit, and it can also kind of help me um just kind of express who I am. Um, but I was looking at that YouTube short, and I realized that it's not working. Now you guys might be thinking, okay, edit your family tree videos, edit them. Maybe I will. Maybe I will try that. I think that's the only option I really have. And if this is worth fighting for enough, then I should do that. But the problem is that Redline 25X has had a lot of complicated history. I've done so much different forms of content on the channel that I feel like the algorithm just doesn't know who to recommend my videos to anymore. Like, I just don't get the same amount of views that I used to, back in the day. My long form videos, barely get not even 10 views, 5 views. It's bad. It's really bad. And somebody, and if I was just doing this just purely as a hobby with no goal in mind, this wouldn't be an issue. But I really do want to get that channel monetized, and I want to get this one monetized too. But I know that it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. That's gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do all of that. But it just genuinely hurts a lot when you are trying your best, to just make your dream come true. Now, guys, I'm not saying that I expect to get 1 billion views tomorrow. I'm not saying that. It's just that if I just somehow knew that my family tree content could really get somewhere, that my channel could get monetized, I just be able to sleep better at night. But I think it's time that I just wake up. The truth of the matter is that YouTube, TikTok, these apps, they don't really. I don't want to be negative, guys, but I feel like they just don't really care about content like this. They don't care about. Sorry, I'm very tired tonight. They don't really care about, like, family tree videos or hand drawn family tree videos in particular. But gaming reaction videos, videos like those, content like that is what does well. But I just want to make content that feels like me. The family tree videos, that feels like me. The yapping videos, like the one I'm doing right now, that feels like me too. I want you guys to know who I am as a person, and I want you guys to be able to connect with me. You know. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just needed to get this off my chest. I literally could not stop thinking about this. I decided to just come on here and make this video. This video might get 0 views too, whatever it is. It's fine at this point. I need to get used to it, and I also need to come to accepting shit too. Um, but yeah, at this point, let me just be honest. I think it's time I just be honest. I have for the last few months, I have felt like that red light 25x, that channel is dying. The views are low, even my stream views are low. Things are just not how they used to be. I highly doubt that that channel will be monetized anytime soon. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Not if I continue with the form of content that I'm doing on it, which is the content I'm mostly passionate in to begin with. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like with Redline Yaps, it's a new channel, it's a new start, it's a new beginning, and I really want to do this right this time. And I do have more experience, I guess, now versus a few years ago with this YouTube stuff. But yeah, it's gonna take 1 billion years to get this video uploaded. And I'm just trying to think about anything else that I, have to say tonight. I'm still trying to figure out things on my channel, Redline Yaps, as well. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be doing more streams or more sit down videos like this. Again, my videos, my content is gonna be totally unedited. Now, I'm not saying my videos are gonna be looking like shit, and sorry if the quality is really bad and my camera isn't that great. But I want my videos to be as authentic as they possibly can be. And the last thing I want to do is make fake content. I never want to do that. You know. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to come on here and vent about my frustrations. At this point, I have one of two choices: either to just try to just continue to make family tree videos on Redline 25x and just see where it goes, or just pour everything into Redline Yaps. And I honestly might just do the latter. At this point, sometimes, some things are not meant to be. Even if we really, really want it to happen, sometimes it's just not meant to be. And I have to trust God, and I have to trust His plan, and I just have to trust that His plan is better than mine. Because the truth of the matter is that God's plan is always better than your own. But it's like I have dreams. There's things I really want to do in my life. I want to travel. I want to try out, foods I've never tried before. I want to give my family the best life possible. I want to retire my parents. I want to make sure all my family members are good for life. You know, I want to move back to the city I grew up in, just, and just live there. I want to go back. I want to go to the beach. I want to hang out with my friends more. There's so much shit I want to do. And so I know that if I want to make those things come true, I'm going to have to just keep working hard. Giving up is not something that's in my blood. I come from a very hardworking family. I come from one of the strongest families. In my opinion, personal opinion, I think my family's the strongest family out there, and I come from the strongest family. And there's so many strong families out there, and there's so many strong people out there. I mean, God bless everybody who is struggling right now and who needs to hear this. I'm proud of you for what you've done, for the things that you guys are doing. But yeah, I just wanted to. My video's gonna end. No, no. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I just wanted to come on here and yap. But it's a genuine nightmare for when you post a form of content that you genuinely love, and then when you feel like that it's just not gonna work out, or when you even know it's not going to work, long term. Like literally on back in November, I thought about not making family tree videos and it not working out, and it genuinely made my stomach turn. That's how much I love doing that shit. But I don't know what I'm gonna do, but either way, I feel like that there are actually people that actually do want to see more videos on Redline Yaps. And low key, I have a lot of just chatting topics that I want to share with you guys, and a lot of things that I just want to talk to y'all about. And, once a day, there's going to be a different topic, and I'm going to try to make my content as authentic and as fun as that, and as incredible, as it can be in the most natural and authentic way as possible. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this uploaded. See y'all in the next Redline Yaps video or stream. I'm still figuring that out. Either way, there's yapping content on this channel. I already figured out the niche for this channel, so yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye bye.